Welcome to National Parks and Recreation Month. This year's theme, Where Community Grows, celebrates the vital role parks and recreation plays in bringing people together, providing essential services, and fostering the growth of our community. How does parks help a community grow? By providing generation after generation with quality events, activities, and facilities that are geared towards positive growth, both physically and socially. Let's meet some people who grew up in parks programs and now have their own kids in our parks programs.
My name is Beth Turner. I moved to Apache Junction in 1986. We loved it. It was nice and quiet. There was a lot of beautiful stuff. We did get the kids involved as much as we could right away because that's kind of what we did.
I'm Carrie Turner, and I grew up in Apache Junction. I've been here, I thought since I was 2, but I guess since I was 1. I have left and come back, and I love it here. I love all the activities and how close everything is, and I'm raising my son here. I spent my days hot in a gym. We played foosball and basketball, and we played board games to no end. And what do you mean you don't know how to play skip-bo? Because we played it for hours. So just being able to pass that on to the next generation, because they're like, what is an open gym? It's a gym and it's open and you go there all day.
For our kids, even back then, when there wasn't as much available as there is now, Parks and Rec was about the only thing that they really had options to do.
I have one 10-year-old son. His name is Dominic, and he's super athletic, which is great. As soon as he was old enough, I wanted to get him involved in Parks and Rec. There was no question about that, and our hope is that he is a junior guard soon because he needs something to do with his time, and he's almost that age.
My name is Jill, and I grew up in Apache Junction and graduated from AJ High School in 2004. The first thing I remember with Parks and Rec is going to Open Gym when it was at Desert Shadows Middle School, and now is Cactus Canyon Junior High. And I went to Open Gym there during the summer. So I'm married, and I have a 22-year-old stepson, and I have a 12-year-old son of my own. The first thing I believe he ever did was the Itty Bitty Olympics, and he must have been, I don't know, 2 or 3, but I just knew he was active and he would love it, and so we went down to, I think they still have it at the AJ High School on the field, and he won 2nd place. It was just great for him to let his energy out there. He met new friends. Me and my husband met new friends from their parents. That's where he learns all of his fundamentals on sports, and because of Parks and Rec, that's where I feel like he learned his fundamentals from, and how to be coached, his first experience being coached.
My name is Chelsea Connolly, and I grew up in Apache Junction. I lived on Royal Palm my whole life. I have 2 kids. I have Cash, and he is 9 years old, this week actually. And then I have Blake, and she is 2.5. I remember the Easter egg events. On Easter, we would always go try and find the eggs. I have pictures of that. I remember the most Open Gym. We used to have so much fun at Open Gym. And I remember the AJ pool. My parents were both business owners here in Apache Junction. They were very involved in the community. So they were adamant about making me be involved. And I was so excited to have him have the same experience that I had. I was super excited for that. So I try and sign him up for everything I can.
I'm Felicia Madrid, maiden name's Cornel, so I grew up here in Apache Junction. My parents, there was 4 of us growing up. During that time, they both worked and they needed some support to take care of us through the summer. And so, yeah, we would attend the Open Gym program. That's what we called it then. And it was over at Cactus Canyon, what's now Cactus Canyon. And we would go every day, all day, and that's where we formed some of our first friendships. I have fond memories of playing board games. I remember the board game room and kickball and just meeting new friends from other schools too. And it had a big impact on me. Now as a parent, with children growing up in Apache Junction. It's funny because I wouldn't say the plan was always to raise my family here, but I couldn't leave. It still has a small town feel. Parks programs are really important to us for community involvement. My daughter, my 8-year-old, just participated in Girls on the Run, and as she's starting her journey into adolescence, I feel like she really needs that support, especially from the community and peers, and that program was absolutely amazing. I hope that for the people that join our community in the coming years will feel what I felt for so many years, which is that we matter.
As you grow, we grow. From the humble beginnings of Prospector Park to the expansion of the Aquatic Center and the building of the Multi-Generational Center back in the early 2000s, to the creation of Flatiron Park in the downtown, to the now city-owned Apache Junction Rodeo Grounds, to the new dog park, and soon the addition of parks and facilities down south at Blossom Rock and Radiance in Superstition Vistas. Parks and Recreation plays a central role in growing this community. All through July, get out and enjoy AJ Parks and Recreation, where community grows.